Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. That was cheesy as hell. Welcome back guys. Today we are going to do a massive, and I mean massive, resin haul. Now some of this stuff, it's all been bought for doing resin, but there's a lot of glitters and little tiny beads and other sorts of embellishments and stuff that could be utilized for nails. So it's up to you if you want to watch it, or if you're not into resin, you might want to skip. There's plenty of other hauls that are nail stuff only, or a mix of nails and resin, but this is mainly resin stuff. I think I am gonna do that from here on in, because there are some people that are not into resin and might not be interested in all this stuff. It's gonna be probably a fairly long video, so I'm gonna get cracking. And we are going to start with this little box. I think this is going to be some sort of pigment paste. Oh, it's gold. I think it's probably going to be sealed, and if it is, yeah, I'm going to leave it because we have got so much stuff to get through if I start faffing about with everything. But this is, you can get, to colour resins, you can get a variety of things. You can get little bottles like this, and you can get them that say alcohol ink on them, and they tend to be clear. You can also get various ones that just say sort of pigment dye or pigment colorant or resin colorant or whatever, and you can get them in opaque colors as well. You can also get grab a couple powders. So these are mica powders, and these tend to have like a shimmer to them. Even when they're not metallic ones. Obviously this is a bronze one, but a pink one would still have a bit of a shimmer a lot of the time. These are little tiny pots, and these ones are glow in the dark ones, but again, same sort of thing, just little like pigment powder. And then you can get pastes, and I thought I had anyway, some other ones of these that are like chameleon ones, so you can get some nice colours in them. You can get glitter ones as well. I'm sure I've got some somewhere. I don't know what I've done with them. What have I done with them? I've got way too much stuff. This is the problem. We may come across them further in this haul, but I think I've got a purple sort of glittery one and a sort of chameleon purple and green one, I think. But we'll have a look at them when I get up to them. I'm not gonna. You get a little like folding spoon in there. I think that's pretty pointless, and for some reason, I don't know, instructions for use, it's fairly obvious. So yeah, we don't need all that stuff. Throw that to one side. We are going to have a lot of glitters in this haul, so let's have a look what we have here. Oh, that's pretty. So that's a chunky mix glitter, so it's got some fine, some medium and some chunky in there, and as you can see it's fairly iridescent. That's gorgeous, that really is nice. We're also going to have a lot of this sort of stuff as well, which is, I'm not going to open them. Oh no, I might be able to open them. Yes, I can open them. I thought it was a non-resealable bag, but it isn't. So these are just little stars, and they're a bit like the Fimo. I mean, they might even be Fimo, and then it's sliced. I think these ones glow in the dark, but I'm not 100% sure. I've ordered that much stuff recently, and then they did the usual Temu thing of big orders. They split it up into so many different packets that it's hard to keep track of everything. It doesn't say glow on there. 5-pointed star, it just says. So I don't know. Why do they double bag everything? I don't get it. Mind you, having said that, I got one bag. I think it's in this haul somewhere. It might have been in my last haul, my nail stuff. And it was a big old bag of glitter, like probably twice the size of this. But the inner bag had come open. And there was glitter all inside the other bag. So it's a good job it was double bagged, really. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to see whether that's like purple. I think it's purple, blue and red. But they've all got that shift on them as well, and they're just, so sparkly. Love it, love it, love it. Some really good stuff here. I just brought a load of stuff in from my, I don't know, I'm all confused. I might have shown you some of this stuff because I was trying to figure out a storage solution for all this stuff, for the glitters and for the sort of Fimo type stuff and for these like sequin type stuff. I'm hoping you can see these. They're like, I'll get the glare off them. They're like clouds and rainbows in multicolours. I just thought they were quite cute. Be nice on a nail stand. Even just like an individual one popped here and there, or just a load thrown in with the resin and then poured. Another big bag of glitter. This is one of the chameleon ones. I mean, look at it. Oh. So this shifts between red and green. There's a few of these, and I'm sure, because I'm buying them one at a time, I should just bite the bullet. When as soon as I see them and they've got like 6 colours, I should just buy the 6 colours, because this is what I do. I get one, forget which one I've ordered. They come up again, and I go, oh, that one's nice, and I end up ordering the same one. So I'm probably going to end up with a few of these, let's face it, but oh, it's just so pretty. I've not got my lights on. Let's turn my lights on. Where's the other switch? One of these lights probably won't stay on for very long because I still haven't got around to redoing it, but yeah, a bit more light on the matter, a bit more shimmer. Right, I'm gonna have to move on because it's gonna take forever. What's this? Ah, right, yes. This is it's a pigment specifically for doing like ocean scenes, and you can get 2 different types of blue and a white. Now this says Ocean Sea Blue. I'm going to put this right in front of me and see what others I turn up with, because I know I ordered the white, but I might have ordered either the other blue or the same blue. We shall see. These again, more sort of Fimo stuff. It's got like little bits of it. Look, I think it's supposed to look like ice, little like clear ones in there as well. And lemons and limes. I just thought that was quite cute if you want to do like a cocktail themed thing. I thought that was quite good. I have some of these big chunky letters. These are nice and solid. I do have some, let me see, I've got them here. These, which I do like, but they do have the little slits in the side. If you can see that one there, it's got the little slits in the side because they're made to go onto like them little leather bracelets, so they're not ideal. These don't have that. These are just solid, nice solid colors all the way around, and they look like puffy. I don't know whether that's supposed to be a U or a C. What do you think? Probably a U, could even be an N, who knows. That one's probably a C, I would think. That looks more like a C, doesn't it? But yeah, quite cute. I'm not sure how many you get in here. Have a look, have a look, have a look, have a look. Does it say 50 pieces? So not quite 2 alphabets then. Yeah, I'd have to have a look at it. I mean, common sense would dictate you get more vowels, but who knows? I'll have to just have a look at that at some point. I got this, which is quite heavy, actually. I did get some of these in like, it was like a Halloween mix. So it was purple, orange, black. I think that was it. And they're like little like chips of like shiny stone. I don't really know how to explain it, but you can see. I just thought they were so nice. And this was, I think this was about £8, but you do get quite a lot. And there's lots of reds. You do get quite a lot, and it's heavy. So, you know, I mean, you'd probably expect to pay that just for postage alone on that, to be honest. And on a similar theme, I got these, which are the little beads like you'd have on them tiny bracelets. Focus. Little glass beads, and again in a wide array of colours. And again, I just thought they'd be nice to put in resin. Try and get these back in here fairly quickly. There's so much stuff to get on with. I mean, I'm just going through the stuff on my desk at the moment that's been sat here for a while. This is why I want to go through them, because I want to finish one sentence before you start another one, girl. Wow. I want to get my desk cleared before I do everything else, because I then have this massive bag. It's absolutely huge and heavy, full of stuff to get through once I've cleared my desk. So yeah, it's all got a little bit chaotic. Haha, here's one of those pigment paste. I thought they were all in little boxes. That's a bit strange. But this is another, it says laser paste, but yeah, suit for epoxy resin and UV resin. So again, it's not really picking up as well on camera as it is for me, but there is a real good, nice laser holographic shift in that. You're getting a little bit of it here, but in person it's like, it's gorgeous. I got a couple of packs of these wooden stirrers. These are just like mini, what are they called? Lollipop sticks, like thin lollipop sticks. These ones have like a little double bags again, a couple of bags in there. They've got like a little stirry bit on the end. They're a little bit shorter. They're be okay for like the small cups, but on a big cup you need something a little bit longer so your fingers aren't in the resin all the time. I also got these, which are going to go out with my resin items when they're sold. It just gives, because if people are not used to resin, they might not know. So I'll try and get it in the camera. So yeah, just a little sort of care card for resins. It's going to go in my resin stubs, if I remember, of course. I buy all this lovely packing stuff, like lovely confetti and stickers and this, that and the other, and then I pack something and send it and then go, oh, I didn't put one of those in it. I'm sure I'm not on my own with that. Now these, I'm not sure whether these are going to work. I think it will depend on the piece, because they're not really made for resin at all. You've probably seen them. They're made for bracelets. They're like spacers for bracelets. So they're, get in shot, get in the middle. I'm still like struggling with this. So the idea is that you thread it through and there's a bead. Focus on where I am, not where that is. There's a bead on either side and they've got little diamantes around them. So it's just like a little ring of gems, and they come in some nice colours. These ones are like AB, and then you've got your silver, you've got a goldy colour, pink, blue. Black ones are quite nice. But yeah, we'll see if they work. I'll experiment with those. I did mention on my last mill haul video that, get the noisy stuff out the way and then I'll start speaking, that I was getting quite a bit of Halloween stuff because it's cheap at the moment. So there's a tip for you, and this was the same. This looks like quite a good mould. It's a big mould, but it's braced on the back, which is nice. I think that would be great for nail stands, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across there. Lovely. Ooh, quite looking forward to messing with that. I also got these, which are obviously more moulds, and they have that. Oh, come on! That nail is loose as well. Look, that's my only false nail, and it came off the other day, and I just stuck it back on really quickly with glue, and I can feel it. It's not great. It's gonna pop off. If all of a sudden that nail disappears, you know why. Now these have, can you see it, that like holographic shift on them, and I'm not sure how this works, but it works. I bought a tiny set of these, like sort of earring sized ones, just to test it, and I've used them all 3 or 4 times now, and it's still giving that effect. So it's not that coming off onto the resin, because that was, I thought, well, surely that's just going to come off onto the resin and then that'll be just a normal mould. It won't have that holographic shift anymore, but it seems to work. I'm going to try and take that nub out of there because I won't be using these for key rings. I will be using them for nail stands, I would think. We'll see. I might do one as a key ring and take the other one off. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Now then, studs. I want to put some like embellishments and stuff like around the edge of stands. So I've been getting some studs and stuff. And these, basically, I mean, they're supposed to go through clothing, like a leather jacket or whatever. And then you attach them on like that. So they'd be like that. But I can use just these or just these and embed them into resin. And I think they'll be really pretty. I mean, how they're that sort of petrol shift thing going on. I think they're really pretty. How many is there in there? 100 sets. So 100 of those and then 100 of the short ones. Oh, they're really cute, really pretty. I am sort of itching to get some resin stuff done, which is another reason I want to do this haul and get everything put away so that I can then have some space to work. I got these, and again, I don't think they were specifically for resin. I think they were probably under kitchenware or something like that. But I thought they would be quite useful. They are silicone. And you have a little spoon at one end, but it's still got that thing that you can get into the corners with. And then a little spatula on the other. And I think they've got some sort of metal bar in the middle going up to like there. Because it will flex there, but then from there on it gets really stiff. And the spoon's very stiff as well. So I think it's just like a long handled spoon with this over it. And I just thought they were quite good. Useful tools. I got 2 of these. I have opened one to have a look, but I have got 2. And they're ice cube trays. But they're ice cube trays with lids, which I thought was quite cute. And I love Hello Kitty. Now they are quite small, but I think you could probably still get a stand on one of those and it would be okay. I'm going to give it a go. And the bows as well look like they've got just the right size for a magnet or a metal disc in there. Can you see? But I was also thinking that I could probably pop that off. I mean, it's glued on, but I can probably pop that off and make a mould out of that as well. And even this. So stay tuned because I might make a mould of this. I would have to obviously draw the features in. The nose is protruding, so that will show up on the mould, and so will the bow. But the other features I would have to paint in afterwards. But I think that's quite a nice size for a nail stand. But yeah, I bought 2 because I do want to use one as an ice cube tray because I like them. So there we go. Now this is a deburring tool. I've never had to put one of these together before, but it can't be that difficult, can it? Do you think? I press that. Yes, and that goes in. And then it won't come out. There we go. And you basically just go around the edge of stuff with that, and there's like a blade here, and it will follow the contours, and it will take the sharp edge off, and you get 3 blades with that as well. I think you can probably, I don't know, why is this like this? Feels like it should unscrew. Oh, there we go. Yes, so you can put your spare blades in the handle, which is quite nice. In fact, I'll probably take that blade out. I mean, it's cheap. It's very cheap plastic, but I think it will still do the job. So I don't mind cheap as long as it works. Oh, another little mould. They do a lot of these little moulds on Temu, and they're super cheap, and they're all like little teddy bears. They also do little bunnies, and they're just really sweet. I love them. I got this and I can't remember what it is. Okay, right, from what I remember, this, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see on camera. You can't really tell, but it's got like veins in it, like leaf veins. Might be able to just see it there. But I'm not sure what this hole looks like. It goes and then gets bigger on the other side. I'm going to have to pour some resin in that and see how it comes out, because that just, it looks a bit strange. But I will be doing some resin pouring on video very soon. Right. Now this is an idea that may or may not work for storing glitter. Because I have these, I have 4 or 5 of these now, which are a big box, and then they have these smaller boxes inside them that are still quite large. You can get quite good amount of glitter in those, but I tend to use them for like charms and Fimo clays and things like that. And I wanted something I could get like more in one box for glitters, so I got this, and it reminds me. Wow, that's tough. I don't know whether you have them in the US, but in the UK we have a sweet called Tic Tacs, and they look like little pills, and they come in boxes like this. I think they're a bit bigger than this these days, but it will just pour. And the thing I like about it is if I put them all in there, I should still be able to see all of the colours at a glance. So yeah, we will see if that works. And they do come with little stickers as well, but I think I would probably rather them little stickers will fit in this portion here just behind the opening, but I think I would probably rather see into the opening than, yeah, but we'll see. Again, I will try them out at some point. I've nearly cleared my desk. Yay! Well, I haven't cleared my desk, I moved it from one side to the other. So this is more resin pigments. I think they're going to be in bottles, but they may be in sachets, they may be in pots, who knows. What you see on the photos on Temu and what you get are often very different, but there should be 24 colours. And I think they're metallic. Yes, they're metallic, it says there, look, metallic pigments. Oh, teeny weeny bottles though. If you look at my usual bottles, there's quite a bit of difference there. So my usual bottles are 10 ml. These are 5 ml, so they're literally half the size. But they are supposed to be metallic. Often the metallic, I mean, yes, there we go. You can see, well, I can see. You might not be able to, but I can see that that is metallic. So yeah, quite cute. Very small bottles, but again, need a storage solution for these little bottles, because at the moment they're all just piled into a drawer, higgledy-piggledy, and I can't see or find anything. Right, that's that. Oh, I'll just do this, because this is blue. No, this is I'm going to try and show you the edge of it. It's a levelling table. It was about £20. It comes with this silicone mat. If you peel off that silicone mat, in the middle you will see there is, if I can find it, there we go, a little levelling bubble. So the idea is if you get that bubble in the middle, your table is completely level and your resin won't fall about the place. That's all very well and good, and it does have these adjustable legs on it, but these adjustable legs just screw in, and you would think, get in shot, woman, you would think that this would be a locking nut that could then move up and down to lock that into position if you needed to unscrew them out a bit to make it level. Usually you would move that up, but no, that's welded to the foot. So there's no way to actually lock it into position. I mean, I suppose once you've got it right and you've put it down, the weight should keep it where it is, but it's not great. I might just get some little, okay, come on out. I might just get another little nut and put that on there, and then I can lock it back into there to keep it where I want to keep it. It wouldn't have taken much for them just to add that feature in, to be honest. For 20 quid for a little piece of acrylic with some, you know, adjustable feet on it, it's a bit much. Right, we're into the big bag. I'm just going to grab handfuls and we're going to go through it, because we have already been going for 25 minutes. Right, there is going to be some large charms in here that are obviously way too large to do on nails, but like I said, this is mainly for resin. So these, they do have a hole through the middle of them, so they're made for, you know, necklaces or bracelets or whatever, but I thought that they would be quite nice to have in the corner of a nail stand or whatever. Iridescent bows. We have, I think this is black glitter. Oh, I'm sure this nail's going to pop off very, very soon. Yeah, so that's a black. It's chunky, medium and fine glitter. Again, I'm not going to open it because there's a lot in there and it's going to go everywhere. But very nice. These are just some stickers that I thought would be nice to put in trays. There's some really nice ones in here. I think I showed some similar that they were more silver. These are more pinky on my last haul, my last nail haul, but they're lovely. That in the middle of a tray would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Encapsulated in resin. I have to say, I can't wait to actually do some resin. I haven't done any for a while, but I've been collecting stuff to do them with. Now these, they look a little bit cheaper than I expected them to. They are, again, it's in a non-sealable bag, so I'm not going to open them. They do glow in the dark, so they might look better in the dark than they do at the moment. They look really cheap, really tacky, really plasticky. They are, I mean, they are plastic, but they look like just lumps of candy-coloured plastic. But, you know, used sparingly, just to give a little bit of a glow-in-the-dark buzz, I think they might be alright. We'll see. Some Fimo. We have pineapple rings and pineapple, well, pineapples. Again, sort of summery, tropical vibe. That would be good. Oh, look, I have another set of those things. I don't know what to do with them because, yeah, I wouldn't really put them in a nail giveaway because they're not really nail things. So I might just end up keeping them anyway. I have the Kuromi version. 1 second. I have the Kuromi version of that ice cube tray, and this has got the skulls on it as well, which I really like. And again, I might do a mould of that and see how it works. But again, super cute. Love it. Loving my Kuromi. What have we got here? Oh, we have some more tools, spatulas. Again, they are silicone, and you get some different types. So you get one there with a point on one end and a flat bit on the other. This one is just round both ends. This one is flat and round both ends, and this is a bigger one that's flat and round both ends. Again, they've got metal in the middle, or something strong anyway in the middle, so they're not like really flexible. Quite good to use. And what's this? Oh, these are big. These are big charms again. They are Hello Kitty zombies. Oh, mummies, aren't they? But again, Halloween Hello Kitty nail stand, anyone? Yay! These are teddy bears. Again, non-resealable bag, but I'm going to bite the bullet and get some of these out. Oh, what's that? I don't think that's supposed to be in there. That's just a spur, like what they would have been cast on. Yeah, there are different colours. I just managed to get 2 yellow ones out. But they're quite cute. They will, I mean, they could sit up. They would sit up. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, yeah, they will. They will sit up. So, yeah. I'm babbling a lot today, aren't I? Sorry, guys. But yeah, they're cute. Quite a few different colours in there. There's one purple one by the look of it. One tealy green one. Lots of pink ones, though, which is kind of handy. I'm not mad at that. That's cool. This is... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to get this out into this because this is probably where it's going to live. Anyway, I'll get a little bit out so you can see. It's kind of a mix of like sequins, all iridescent, and there's, I think there's kind of like a beach theme in it. Oh no, there's paws there, so I don't know. Yeah, it's proper mixed. So there's stars, snowflakes, some like shell type things, butterflies, paw prints, all sorts of stuff in there. But again, quite pretty. I'll put the rest of that in there. And it's gone everywhere. This is why I don't like using these boxes for stuff like this, because it just ends up going everywhere. I'm tapping it now and none of it's going in that box. It's all going on my desk, look. Oh well, it's done. I can't just pick that up either because it's... Oh dear. There's a bear escaped from that bag, but it's half a bear. It's missing its head. Decapitated bear. They're selling me decapitated bears now. That's not very good, is it? So in that bag there was that and that. I don't know how many is supposed to be in there, but that's not good. Does it say how many? Random 20 pieces. I'm going to count them at some point because if that's counted as 2 pieces, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, I can't just pick this up because it's blue tacked down to keep me in shot. I'm not sure how successful that is anyway, but that's the theory. So I'll just clear it up as much of that as I can, as best I can, and then we'll move on because we still have a ton of stuff to get through. Oh, there's some more of them studs that I've just shown you, so I don't need to show you those. This is another mould. I literally have no idea what I've ordered and what's arrived, so... Oh, okay. Oh, I know what this is. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but I know what it is. It's a little reindeer, so it's a little blobby reindeer, and then you get the antlers separately, and they will go, I presume they will go, I don't know where they will go, but they will go on somewhere around there, I would think. I can't wait to use these molds. I'm going to pop that back in there to keep it with it because otherwise I will lose it. Another couple of molds. Oh, these are ducks. Get off. So these are ducks sort of lying down like splat ducks, you know, if they've fallen and go, that's what these are. 2 sizes. So again, can't wait to use those. Put them on there. There's one of these little tray molds. I think I've got 2 or 3 of these now. I don't know whether they're all the same size. I don't know what I've done with the other one. No idea. Can't find it. Oh well. But yeah, I mean, you've all seen those trays. So, yeah. And that's the Halloween mix. Again, I think I've probably ended up with 2 or 3 of these little shiny stones, shiny rocks, but these are in Halloween colours. Glitter. I am going to have to sort of sit down with all the glitter spread out somewhere and see if I have any gaps in colours. I probably don't, but you know what it's like. You've got to cover all them bases. Again, that's a nice big bag. It's got tiny, medium and large hexagonals in there, so it's really nice. Aha. This again is more studs for going around the edges of nail stands and stuff. Ooh, what's that for then? Okay. Don't know how that works. It looks like some sort of tool, but I'm not sure. There's no instructions. But again, they have, these are stars. Get one that you can see easily. So you've got the star and then you've got the backing. So that, I can't do anything with nails, I'm useless. So that will go in there and then somehow it will be crushed. So I don't know whether this does that, like, maybe you do it in there and it like splays it out and you hammer on the back and it splays it out to force it in. I will have to look at the listing and see if there's any instructions on the listing. But I probably won't use the backings anyway unless I decide I want to put some of these on my clothes, but they will just go into resin and there's some nice colours in there. They're quite cute. More glitter. I'm going to put that with that because or else it'll get lost and I'll be finding it in a week's time going, what is that for? Oh, look at them. Oh, how cute is that? That's freaking adorable. Gorgeous. I have some more Fimo. So we have like little bears with a hat on, and then like some honeycomb, and then just some like sprinkles in yellow, which I think is supposed to represent honey. But the honeycombs are in different sizes as well, which is quite nice. Got some pink bows, again just for embellishments on the edges or wherever, or could be encapsulated in resin. I have some ducks and eggs and like eggshells. You can see the eggshells, you can see them over there. I mean, they look a little bit like Pac-Man ghosts actually. But again, ducks are in a couple of different sizes, eggs are in a couple of different sizes. That's quite cute for Easter. I have some more studs. These are gem ones in some pretty colours. Focus. Again, probably won't use the backs, although the backs are quite nice just as plain studs. So yeah, they will probably get used at some point. Again, similar thing, that these are like a flatter stud than a lot of studs that you see. I'm going to open this without breaking my nail. Again, there's a tool in there. Oh, this is like the screw. Oh, right, these screw in. So them and the backs, and they've got the little posi screwdriver in. But these are quite flat. A lot of, I have some studs that are a lot pointier. I don't think I did them in my recent nail haul. If you see the difference, they're a lot flatter. Again, handy, handy, handy. I'm going to put studs over here actually and try and keep them all together. What have I just dropped? No idea. Some big flower charms. These are quite big, but they're nice. The mold. This is just a, you see that hasn't got a keyring hole in it, so that could be just used as is. And it's got a little heart on it as well there, which is quite cute. Very nice. It's a heart-shaped mold, but it has like bubbles around the outside, which again I like the fact that it's braced, so it's not going to go out of shape when you pour it, because it is quite a large mold, large volume mold. That's really nice. What should we do next? These are just some little silver beads. They can be threaded onto a bracelet, but they're alphabet beads, because again, if anyone wants their name on stuff. These are sequins in the shape of paw prints. I'm going to try and open them without them going everywhere. So, oh, get off. Get off. Stop being together. Thank you. Oh, I've got one under my nail now. I told you I'm useless with nails. So, yeah. They're quite cute. Gold and black. Haven't seen any silver ones. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone's going off. Okay then, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now this is, I don't know what I just did last, but, oh yeah, it was them sequins, wasn't it? So this is some ribbon that I thought might be nice placed in the bottom of a tray. Because how pretty is that? Look at it. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to have a play about with that. It's like a mesh, and then it's got this iridescent on it. It's really, really pretty. You get quite a lot on there as well, actually. Alright, delve into my bag and grab another handful. Oh, there's another set of those. I guess they're handy. What is this? Oh, this is that little, I don't know why I bought this. I probably bought this before I bought that big pack, because it's just that, that nice, oh, focus. That nice little shiny rocks again. We have some green glitter. I forced myself to buy when I can get in it. Oh my word. Come on, get off, get off. I forced myself to buy colours that I don't necessarily like, because or else I just end up with all purple and pink and silver. So this is very nice green glitter, just a very fine glitter. I have some letters in iridescent colours. They're very nice. I like those. Yes, letters. I said I was going to put letters somewhere, didn't I? Oh, I can't remember. Some little, well, not little, they're big. Charms in black and white. I do want to do a black and white one at some point. These, I thought these were really cool. The little swimming ladies, beach scene. They would be rather cool. Quite a few in there. They've got all sorts of different costumes and stuff on. So yeah. Oop. No, get back in there. There's that one. Yeah, they're cool. I like them. I like them. This is some more ribbon. Same sort of scenario as that, but this has got a little frill on it, so I don't know whether it'll work. And it's not stretchy either, so yeah, we'd have to see. I mean, it'd go around in a circle quite nicely, but don't know whether that's going to work or not. I could put them around the edge, make a frilly stand. These are some butterflies. Again, they're quite large. I don't know why they do this with like a small wing and a big wing. I don't know. Is it supposed to give like perspective or something? I don't know. Are they all like that? I think they're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. So yeah, a little bit odd, but I don't know whether I noticed that when I bought them. But they're still quite nice. Diving again. I have some of these hearts. I have some of these in a little bit smaller as well, I think, somewhere. Nice little iridescent hearts. Some mud ducks or chips. Cute. Love hearts. Always a firm favourite, aren't they? Love hearts. This looks like it's opened because there's stuff all over the inside, so I'm not going to get them out. I think that's just the centre of the flowers, but they're still quite nice. Can you see? There's flowers there, and then in the middle there's a little bit punched out for the centre of the flower, and the centres are in there as well, which will make some nice glitter as well. What is this? Ooh. Remember ordering this. So these look like coasters. That one's a honeycomb and it's got a couple of little bees in it. So's that one. It looks like there's 4. Is there 4? Yes, there's 4. And then there's a holder to put them in, so they will fit in there. It's quite nice. Again, you could use them as a nail stand, I suppose. When they come out, these are going to be recessed, but you could fill them in, you know, do a float a layer of, I can't get my words today, float a layer of resin over the top and make them smooth so that you didn't end up with loads of grooves that you can get stuff stuck into. This looks like some sort of mesh, a very big ribbon maybe. I'm loath to open this because I think it's not going to go back, and I can't figure out how to open it anyway. Oh, useless. One of these edges has got to come up surely. Or maybe not, but anyway, try and slide it out then. No, that's not going to work either. Right, scissors, last resort. There we go. It would have come undone, I just couldn't find the edge. Ooh, it's quite pretty. Very, very subtle on the colours, but it's nice. Again, that would be nice laid into something. These bears keep escaping. I keep finding more bears. But again, you can get quite a lot in there. More molds. And if you're going to be doing resin, it's always handy to have some tiny molds, because oftentimes you will have a little bit of resin left out of whatever project you're doing. So that's why I got these, and I think they're all the same. Yes, they are. So there's 5 of them. Probably don't need 5. One's a lot thicker than the others. Why? No idea. That one's like super thick. Can you see the difference? Maybe not. I don't know. But they are, let me have a look. Let's see if I can get them the right way up. They are little bears, little tiny, tiny bears. Very handy for using up excess resin. And this one, comes with keychain things, so yes, it's supposed to be keychains. So again, it's going to have these tabs on them, which unfortunately on these ones they are not solid. On the ones that are solid you can just cut them off, but these ones are not. They will, if you will end up with a hole in it. I might be able to bung that hole with some silicone, I suppose. But there's a heart, get that out, a square, a circle and an oval. They're quite nice. I might make some key rings, who knows? I could do key rings with people's names on, that'd be nice. I have letters. Focus. So we have letters in various colours. So again, good for putting people's names or their brand or whatever into resin. We have a mixed bag of Fimo stuff. There's snowflakes in there in different sizes, and little clouds, and little clouds are cute. All sorts of little stuff in there, quite cute. Ooh, some more ribbon. It's very similar to that purple one, but it's pink. Find the edge. Oh, it's got a nice pattern on it, look at that. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Yeah, it's very nice. These are more studs. I want to do a Karomi stand, and I want to put purple studs. They're heavy. I'm going to put purple studs around the edge, so that's what that's for. Oh. Another mold. Very, very undexterous today. I had a day the other day when I was filming where I was like, oh, I'm quite dexterous today. Yeah, not happening today. Oh, this is a cute little bear. I mean, it's quite substantial actually. It would make an extremely substantial nail stand or just a cute little ornament. It's got a little heart in its belly. Oh, how cute is that? This is, what does this say? Pearlescent pigment is all it says. Again, I think they do these in different colours. There's nothing on the bottle to say what it is, but it looks like it's just a silver shift actually. Very nice. I think this is pink studs, like them purple ones that we've just seen. Yes. Bright pink studs. They are metal and they are quite heavy. They're solid metal, they're not like pressed tin or anything. Very nice. A massive pile of plastic next to me now where I've been just throwing stuff. Ooh. And these, I don't know why I bought that one. Probably because I use a lot of that kind of colour. That says purple red on it. Oh, but it's glow in the dark, but it's it looks pink to me. But purple red glow in the dark apparently. Pigment. This glitter. Look at that. Did we have one similar to this? I think we did, but I think the colours were like it was purple and red and blue glitter, whereas this is one, they're all the same but they shift differently. So them colours you see and are not individual glitters of different colours. All the glitter looks to be the same colour and then it just changes colour as you move it, which is nice. These are more letters. They are little hearts, almost like a sort of jade with a bit of glitter in them. Quite nice. Be nice on a oriental set, those. Some more alcohol inks. Red, purple, blue, yellow, golden, so yeah. Again, I'm not quite sure why I bought those, but it's always handy to have extras in the box. Some more of those letters like the gold ones that I showed you before, but in silver. Some nice strawberry charms, again quite big, but quite nice. I think I've got 2 or 3 sets of those as well. Ooh, this looks like this might be another pigment paste. Yes, this is the chameleon one that I was talking about. Again, I'm not quite sure how well it's going to come off on camera. And of course it needs stirring, but again it will be sealed, so I don't really want to mess about with that. I'm trying shaking it a little, see if that helps. Not really, it needs a good stir. But again, it's coming off better in person than it is on camera. There's quite a nice shift in there. This bag still feels fairly heavy. Let's get that out because that's a big thing. It's another one of those, the compartment boxes with the 30 boxes in it. Just put that over there with the others so we can get some more stuff. Aha! Beads. Beads with letters on them. It starts with A up there, but there's some heart ones there as well. I don't know what that is in there. Let's have a look. It's probably, again, it's mainly for like bracelets. So that will be, yeah, some like cord to make bracelets with. It's elastic cord. But I probably won't need that. But they're nice. I like those. Some nice bright colours in there. I'll pop them under the other box. Plastic over there. Some more studs. Black ones, again, metal, solid, heavy. Oh, some more glitter. I had one similar to this before, but I don't think it's the same. Just let me get it out. No, it's a paler colour. So, again, look at the, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, another sort of tealy one. Teal is another colour that I do like though, so I am going to end up with a lot of it. But this is a chameleon one. This changes colour. Oh, it's really nice. So that's kind of, that's just like holographic, whereas this is a chameleon colour shift from blue to green. That is super nice. This is, oh, black and white. Black and white, well, I don't know whether you want to call it glitter or sequins. I call them sequins, but there's circles in various sizes. There's like 3 or 4 different sizes in there. I think that will be really effective. Let's leave that for a second. Let's do this. Now these, I'm not sure how these are going to work. These are letters, but they're painted black, but they are wood. And I thought that would be a great idea. You can get sort of plain wood ones, like wood coloured ones, like I've got no colouring on them, etc. But I thought the black would be a better idea. But now I'm thinking that maybe that black might leach into the resin. So I'm going to have to do a little test piece with one of those. But yeah. It says there's 260 pieces in there, which means you should have sort of 10 alphabets, but I'm not going to count them. Let's have a look at this one. Wasn't sealed very well. Thankfully none of it's gone anywhere. And this is just, again, a holographic. Oh, beautiful though. Absolutely beautiful. One of my lights has gone out, so we're back down to 1 light, but still very nice. These, now then, I ended up, I think, getting about 5 sets of these in various, from 5 different listings. And some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. But these are stars, holographic stars. You've got purple, red, another purple. Well, it's purpley blue. It's blue, I guess, but tealy. Another purple, but it's like a paler purple. I can just show you the difference on the purples. Green, black, very nice. Another blue that's a paler blue than that one. A sort of pinky colour, a clear with the iridescent, and then gold and silver. Very, very nice. Very nice. I think I might actually put them back in the, no I won't, I'll just sod it off. And this is a pack of mixed glitters. The bag's just burst, but there we go. Now these, I had a little bit of a look at these before, I think, and basically, let's see if I can show you. The glitter, the chunky glitter, is like clear iridescent, and it's like that on all of them, and then it's just got like a fine glitter in the colour mixed in to make it look like the different colours. So it's a little disappointing actually, because I could have just got a massive bag of the clear holographic glitter and then just put fine glitters in them anyway. But there's some nice colours there. But yeah, it's a bit weird, but they're nice. Oh, another little box. And I'll grab a handful of other stuff. Some of these are repeats. We've already seen those. So yeah, I've ended up with 2 of those, as is fairly normal with Temu. These are, I had these, I showed these on my last nail haul, but in the pale green. They're like bamboo pieces, so you can join them to make like strands of bamboo. And these are a sort of dark emerald green, so they'll be nice and mixed with the others. There is a big tub of pink and silver holographic glitter, chunky glitter, very nice. We have a purple chameleon. I don't know whether it's going to show you enough, but it's like pink and purple. That's really nice. There's a bit of the pink, sort of a goldy pink, and then into a deep purple. Some more strawberries. With a little, get some of these out. Get out. Oop, not that many. Not in there. So some of these are silver, and some of them are like an iridescent white, and they're just little starfish. Again, like say I want to do a beach scene tray soon, or nail stand soon, so they will come in handy for that. Oh yes, I remember these little fans, little oriental fans. They come in a few different colours. I think there's sort of a greeny one in there as well. I thought they were really cute, again, for an oriental set. With that bamboo, how nice would they be? Multicoloured mylar flakes. Very pretty. And what's this one? This could be the same as one of the others, because like I say, this is a laser paste. That looks like it might be the same as that other one. Where was it? Oh no, it's a different colour. It's a different colour and a different size. 50ml. This says 50 grams. So, but yeah, they're nice. You never have too much purple anyway, can you? You know. We're probably 2/3 the way through this bag now. I told you it was going to be a big one. You can see things starting to encroach on my filming space now, because I'm really running out of room. These are molds, obviously, and this one, oh, there's quite a few in here. Yeah, you can't see them very well, but this one is like sort of almost snowflakes. I think they're supposed to be flowers, but a lot of them look like this one looks like very, very much like a snowflake. But flowers and more flowers. And more flowers, actually. Again, just good for using up bits of extra resin. These are leaves. More flowers. And what a surprise, more flowers. So these ones are roses. I don't know whether I don't think you can really see. Maybe a little bit. You can see inside there. But yes, they'll be good for, again, for using up bits of resin. Another small mould. This one then. Oh, this is butterflies. These are butterfly sequins in black iridescent. Very nice. Very nice. Oh. Ah, now then, this. I was looking for, I think, I'm not great at the correct names for things, so please feel free to correct me, but I think it's called an ampersand, the little @ thing that we use for like email addresses and stuff, and I was looking for one of those, and believe it or not, it was quite difficult to find, but I did find one on here. There it is. And there's lots of other stuff, the sort of yen and dollar signs and question marks and percentages and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, yeah, I mean, there is an alphabet there as well, so I could do letters in whatever colours people want if they want their stands personalising. So I just thought that was a very, very handy mould, especially since it's the only one that I could find with that symbol on it. That's a handful of stuff. Oh, these are cute. These are little guitar charms. So they have got a covering on them to stop them getting scratched, so you can't see all of the detail very well. But I don't really want to take it off because then they will scratch each other as they're in the thing, but they have, as they're in the bag, so same thing. But they do have quite a lot of detail on them. And they are double-sided as well for that detail, so that's quite cool. They weren't that cheap, and I was umming and ahhing about getting them, but they are quite nice and they're quite good quality. I quite like those. We have letters in bright colours. You can see a theme on this, most of it, you know. Again, they have holes in them, so they can be used as beads. But I think once they're embedded into resin, I don't think that will be that much of an issue. I have some big four-leaf clovers, shamrocks, whatever you want to call them. Quite nice. Gold, not gold, green, metallic. This is another one of those bottles of the ocean resin, I think. Yes, so this is ocean turquoise, and I did put that other bottle where I could get to it. So we have the ocean sea blue, which is a paler. I don't know whether you can see it there. It's a paler blue, and then this is like a deep blue. Again, comes with its own little cap. And we have more letters. Now these are slightly curved on the back, so they would be useful on nails actually. And they're quite a nice size, and they are, I think they are metal. They feel quite heavy, so I don't think they're plastic, I think they're metal. But they're quite nice quality. These are tiny little pixie gems. Now they're not flat backed, but again, mixed in with resin, I thought they would be really nice. And you could use them on nails as well. You can sugar nails with them, they're that small. But I specifically bought them for resin. Now these are so cool. We have a Discord group and a YouTube channel and a Facebook channel and a lot of other stuff. And it's a community called Lip Smacking Nails. So I saw these, and I just thought they were really cool. I can't figure out quite what that one's doing. But the rest, I mean, that's obviously a lips with horns. That one, I think, has got its tongue out, but I don't know. That one's got a bullet going through it. Not quite sure what that one's doing. I will have to pour them and find out. But how cool are those? I don't know whether we'll be able to use them for stands. You might be able to get a magnet in them on some of them, or a little metal disc. But I just thought they were quite cool anyway, even if they were just like ornaments. I keep hiccuping, I'm sorry. But yeah, and they're quite good quality moulds as well. That one's a little bit thin there, you can see that it's quite thin, but the rest of them are really good quality. I'm quite happy with those. What else do we have in my bag of tricks? Oh, that's a big bag. Oh, yes. Now, I don't know whether this is going to work, but if it does, I thought it would be funky. Look at these. They're little polystyrene balls. And I just thought if I can encapsulate